Onchain Ca H. Onchain Ca H. Onchain Ca H.
Hello, welcome to another episode of Onchain Ca H. Here, Aniceto, member of the Frax Force. So, yeah, here another week, another Friday that we are going to be watching into the news, what happens in the crypto market. And I am not here alone, like always. I'm here with Captain. How are you doing today, my man?
Melting in Spain for like 4 weeks straight over 30 degrees, but I'm good. Fried brain, but good.
Yes, summer starting with the usual sun and hot.
Yeah.
So yes, I think we are in exciting times in Spain. We are gonna be following the finals of the World Cup.
I called
so,
it.
yeah,
I called Spain from the beginning, but we have no proof. I think we didn't record it. So
yeah, but we know the story. We know the story, and let's see. It's gonna be exciting. Argentina in the final, so we will see. We will see. And yeah, let's get jumping into it. And let's start with our section of Onchain Pulse. The metric we are gonna be talking today is a strange metric, but I think it has a strong correlation. We have here from Benjamin Cohen. He's very good with data in general. So he brings here one metric that is interesting. It's about the different crypto YouTube channels and the views these videos has correlated. You can see in the background in white the price of Bitcoin, how it evolves. And usually this is retail users, retail people that is watching these videos. What we can see is in the last cycle, and just on the top, the number of viewers spiked a lot. And in the current times, what we are watching is a very low amount of views in the videos. So we can think like retail is not here anymore. They lose the interest. They lose money into crypto. They don't want to know about crypto anymore. They just done. So as contrarian indicator, you can think these times as an opportunity where everybody left already. There is no more passion. People is like not interested in crypto anymore. And usually this is good times to be excited. I don't know, maybe you can comment into it, Captain, as well. What do you think?
yeah,
This is a good indicator?
I'm not sure. Look, this indicator. I mean, BTC price has risen since then, even though the YouTube views went down. I'm not sure if that's a strong. I really respect his technical stuff and research and stuff like that, metrics and absolutely. But I think this is a bit misleading, probably, and not that. Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, look, obviously it's true. During this spike you saw, I think this is probably caused by 5 or 6 known Bybit traders, I would say. It's fucking ridiculous. This time was fucking ridiculous. Something nostalgic. I think everyone was in perps and traded the perps and traded the signets from Crypto and stuff and Carl, or not, maybe not trading the signets, but just trading against or with the crowd, so to say. So it was a huge indicator for some professionals. And for newcomers, it was ridiculous. Everybody made money, basically. And I remember one night, Crypto made these famous live streams about the BTC trading and his huge positions, like millions in unrealized profit, like as it is nothing. It's crazy. And I remember this triangle he drawn, and the crowd and the live stream, everyone was like, the breakout is imminent, like 5 hours away, like a countdown, and it broke out basically. Yeah, but you know, the volume was so ridiculous, crazy that MMs and all sorts of weights took advantage of that. But it was ridiculous times, and I think this correlates pretty good with these times, the spikes. But then the price went above the last all-time high, and yeah, and the YouTube videos went down. So we have new entrants, new people, but retail is probably not there yet. But I think there are other strong indicators to see retail is not there anymore.
Yeah, I think this is the clear indicator is retail is not here anymore. How this is correlated with the price, okay, it's just not by his own is not very important, to be honest, but that give us, I think, like a good signal that people are just not here anymore, like they are leaving the market, and yeah, that's can be as a contrarian as a good opportunity. So yeah, that's the metric we bring this week. And let's jump into our next section about market briefing and see the news. Let's just start with one country, and that is getting some madness, South Korea. I remember I made one tweet about it, like the copy stock, the stock exchange in South Korea is one of the better performance during the last years, but right now is having a good correction in the market. The South Korea market is way with a lot of leverage, let's say. I see some other specific data that there is um, a lot of users in South Korea that use brokers, and they love trading and all this stuff. And here, this news is about this. There is some level of leverage, and then some people are pointing that this can be, I don't know, a hit in the market, like this cascade of liquidations can affect markets in general. So yeah, it's something to pay attention. There is two big companies that are in South Korea. One is Samsung, and the other one I don't remember very much, but it's related with microchips for AI as well. So all this AI bubble so far is still working. That there is a lot of investment going into AI in general, and we have these two stocks in the South Korean stock market that represent a huge amount of the index of the stock market in South Korea. So yeah, I don't know. This is mostly traditional finance stuff, but yeah, also users in South Korea. There is also some crypto stuff. A lot of users using crypto as well. So one of the markets we should follow about adoption and integrations as well, as many of these assets will be with Korean stablecoins. Maybe we know we follow a Korean stablecoin as well. So yeah, just interesting stuff that is happening in these markets.
Yeah, kudos to them. I think they are most probably the chattest degens out there. So the Koreans are like same with Upbit. We have the Upbit effect. Earlier it was the Binance effect. It's this story is ended, but Upbit is crazy. They have gamblers, maybe also, I don't know, traders, gamblers, degens basically, and they are known for that. So yeah, but I think this is a problem because it could lead to huge suicide rates or suicidal rates. So yeah, hopefully everything is fine and the market bounced back. The margin call gets declined. But yeah, they can enter Frax to the Frax token. We can build a cult here at Fraxforce. So you're all welcomed. We will not dump on your heads. So
Yes, always. Let's go into different news. MoonPay, in this case, a crypto company, getting FedNoW support. Is making a crypto company closer to a Federal Reserve money. So I think that's interesting to see this kind of movements. And at the end, is part of the same thing. Is we need easier access for people to interact with crypto space. So this intersection between fiat money to crypto stablecoins should be quite easy, and this is another step in this direction.
Yeah, I remember them during Bored Ape Yacht Club times and Punks. I think they were pretty much the first project or payment provider who recognized the hype, and MoonPay was hard involved in the NFT craze. So it looks a bit weird to see them now Federal Reserve stuff. And they use Bored Ape Yacht Club stuff before that. So yeah, respect. So cool. It's cool to see. But yeah, MoonPay, you are I get always if I onboard people, maybe something for your research lab. It's just too expensive, man. Maybe you can lower the fees a bit so you have more customers, because I always give the advice, use MoonPay, and then they come back like, man, I'm paying like 5% or stuff, or 3% here and there. Maybe you can lower it a bit. So
yes, of course, there is important thing here on the on-ramp, off-ramp.
It's still too expensive. I think I can imagine it's because so many people getting a cut before the like more probably Apple Store, probably whatever, and but yeah, I mean, if you buy with 10K, for example, 5% is it's something already.
But I can see in the future also this getting cheaper and cheaper, like when the full Genius Act is with licenses out there, and these full mint and redemption mechanisms start getting a lot of usage. That should be a good factor to decrease this on-ramp, off-ramp fees.
Yeah, I think they made a good chunk of money the last years. Probably it will end in the next 1.5 or 2 years to have these high fees. But people are sorry, but people are dumb. If it's easy and don't make research, like you can probably on-ramp through Fraxnet with much lower costs. But yeah, MoonPay is great in marketing, and it's a great company. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, it's crazy for people like us used to the space and knowing there are cheaper options. It's but people will use them. It's the easiest way. Like everybody has an iPhone and probably click, and done.
I totally agree. We don't need much on-ramp, off-ramps, people with expertise in DeFi and how to do the thing. But if you want to have new people, you need to give them easy and no friction onboarding experience in general.
Yeah, like KYC on a sex is something. It's like it's always this. Okay, can I lead him through that, or like it's so crazy what you need to do today. I mean, you need to share everything, and it's always like they come back like, yeah, this was really crazy onboarding. Like I gave them everything from me, and yeah. But I think that's a new normal. It is what it is.
Then another week that we are going to be touching AI agents. It looks like this narrative is here to stay. In the early days, it was maybe a lot of experimentation. If you remember these virtuals about agents going into X and tweeting about stuff of crypto and everything. But right now, this new narrative is more about focus on the payment section, like Visa, all these players we know from traditional payment systems. They are getting involved a lot in this agentic payment future. We still, I think, we don't see many activity right now, but I feel like it's have a big potential to grow this area for the future.
Yeah, something to add. I think it's sometimes a bit misleading because people think agent payment system is like you're setting up an agent and he's doing some payments for you. This is definitely not what the VCs are bullish on. I think the VCs are more bullish on the fact that agents are basically the needed infrastructure part and stablecoins as well for these machine networks, like in real life productions where you have this robotics and you have these machines and they need for communicating or payments, yeah, basically micropayments to use AI, for example, to pay for credits, to pay for inference. I think that's probably the part where the scale is really high, or the demand is really high to scale. And yeah, probably every robot will use these drones, for example, delivery drones. I think they are also integrated in they are an agent basically, or interacting with agentic infrastructure. So I think there is the demand, and that's why everyone is basically bullish. It's not like let's set up a prompt and some agents doing my pizza delivery payment, or next week my tax or whatever. You know, it's and we don't only already have that. It's not needed.
Yes, that is a needed step if we want to see like a fully autonomous robots or stuff like that that they can pay for their own stuff and
Yeah.
even get paid. I don't know. It's gonna be
Satellites, maybe
interesting.
satellites and everything, you know, everything you put in AI or you plug into AI with this fake consciousness or whatever we want to call it. Yeah, I think they are basically using agents. So yeah, it's huge.
But
It's fucking huge.
yeah, the potential is there. Like it can be any electrodomestic in your house or maybe your
Yeah.
car, stuff like that.
Smart homes, for example, you
Yeah.
know, smart homes. It could also be something. I mean, I think we have not that much smart homes out there, but you know, it's also a niche or a business avenue or revenue or whatever you could use or add agents to it. So big, fucking big. Also, agent orchestrating using AI to code something for your company. Boom, next one. So yeah,
Yes.
you are
I
lying.
think
It's
no. It's like I'm very excited. Like I am watching all the quickly evolution of AI agents because I use Hermes myself. It's like I'm trying to build the stuff with it and using the different frontier models to build some stuff. And it's getting very interesting. Like the efficiency level of tokens is getting good. Also, we are watching open source LLM models getting better and better. I think we have one release today about Pimi 3 or something like this that is getting in the benchmark pretty much at the some levels with Fable.
No, above Fable.
Above
Just today.
Fable in some specific, yeah. So that's very excited for the, I don't know, the next coming 6 months. We will see, I don't know, the open source model getting at the frontier levels. That's possible. And maybe, I don't know, how this changed the game, where the open source models, they cannot be banned by the government like it happens with Fable. So yeah,
Like,
that's maybe one.
look, let's talk about this 1 minute or 2 minutes. Like, look, what do you think? Is it, there is a degen mindset, you know, this trader degen short span mindset, and the narrative could be, okay, Kimi is doing it, I think 80% less costs, I think, or cost less than Claude Fable. I think it's really big gap. So they train these models with gazillions of dollars, basically huge data centers and everything. They basically spent the whole treasury they earned the last 20 years on this. And then there is some Chinese model, Kimi, and it's outperforming them by really long. And then you have this open sourcing and the narrative about, okay, they all stealing our basically data. So what is your take? Is it everything money waste, this training of these frontier models?
I don't think so. Like it's a waste of money because at some point you need to put all this capex to generate this level of intelligence and these frontier models. Without this, we cannot get the level of intelligence that we keep advancing and improving the LLM systems.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I see that it's unfair that then it comes another group of people, another company or whatever it is, and then just do it more in a more efficient way. Like they are using your job, your investment in capex in all these data centers and everything. And I don't know. To be honest, I am a fully advocate of open source in software and in general. Like
Something like that needs to be open source. I think nobody would disagree. AI is probably way more important to be open source than BTC.
Mhm.
I'm totally honest, because AI could make us, every one of us, slaves if it used wrong. And I think 10 years from now, we look back and if we choose the wrong way or it getting out of hand, I think, yeah, how dumb we were during that time, or blind, basically. So I think, yeah, open source is absolutely needed, and I would absolutely always support that. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel the same. So you don't want to be dependent on Anthropic or OpenAI
Yeah.
to, I don't know, to give delegation of everything, just accept all the terms and service and just keep using it. But it is how it is. So far, there is 4, 5 big companies that they have the big foundations, the money and the resources to keep improving and be.
Yeah, and they own
Um,
every business idea. Everyone currently is prompting into their chat boxes.
correct.
So, I mean, it's crazy. Anyway, let's move on to the next one, because
Yes,
otherwise it's probably
it's
2 hours
getting
long.
eternal.
Yeah.
Another news is Japan, a country, is getting some legislations passing about crypto assets. They are doing a good job. And here there is a big partnership with Solana Foundation to build the financial markets in Japan. So it's getting interesting. I don't know why they pick Solana, to be honest.
Could be
But
Deing, probably.
Yeah, I mean, Japan is also interesting country to watch. We were mentioning the South Korea in the previous news, but Japan also is interesting. So I don't know why.
Absolutely. I think it's probably one of the top 5 most important economies out there, probably. I think, yeah, probably
Mhm.
maybe even better, top 3. Oh, top 5, top 10, maybe even.
Yes.
But it's big, and I think people who know me, I hate this meme shit. So this pump fun shit, not the community side of it. I love memes. I love builder communities. I love artist wanting to give away a token and a community rallying behind it and everything. I love that. And it's that what makes this space so diverse and cool and yeah. But the extractive part of it and the crook part, crime part, that's what I hate. And Solana was basically the cancer during that time in this case. But they are just a tool, the infrastructure. And from business perspective, big, really great move. But I thought always Solana could be way more, and they showed it in early days already. So they had cool partnerships with banks years ago already, or talks and stuff like that. They showed that the direction they want to move, and I think from the tech side of things, community adoption. How many people out there owning a Phantom wallet just because of memes? You know, this was fucking genius if you think about it. And now you ship cool stuff, real stuff, and problem-solving stuff. Basically, I think Solana is one of the probably 3, 4 bigger chains out there in the next years. Successful. I
Yeah,
hold
of
0
course.
Solana.
I don't have big interest in Solana ecosystem, but yeah, I get
Same.
they they have a lot of users. They did well in the last meme coin season, and they were saying meme coin super cycle. But
Yeah,
yeah, okay, I get it.
generational cycle.
At the end, there is some technology behind these blockchains, and some of them they are faster. They can run in different speeds and stuff like that. So I don't know. There is some preferences, but it's gonna be
I mean,
interesting to watch.
it's Rust. It's Rust. For coders, it's Rust. I think
Mhm.
probably if we adopted that in the first place and not Solidity, who knows? Maybe it would be better in the end. You know, I think the token economy around Solana is a bit. It's hard for me
Yes,
to call it money. You know.
mhm, that's totally right. We discussed already in the past that we think mostly most of the activity, institutional activity, will happen on Ethereum. That is where the real most of the dollars are right now, and as a decentralized blockchain.
Yeah,
Okay, we
Solana is not
can.
really decentralized, I would say, but yeah,
Mhm,
right. But maybe it would be different if Solana were earlier than Ethereum. That's what I mean. And the first one, the first layer 2 or first programmable money layer after BTC's birthday, basically. So yeah, but anyway,
mhm.
it's just bullshitting around. So,
Let's continue. We always saw some news from Aave. They are crushing it, and this time we are mentioning here this interoperability that they are choosing for the bolts. This is Chainlink technology with CCIP, is their cross-chain technology,
mm.
and they are using it for these bolts we were mentioning last episode last week. So yeah, big partnership here from Chainlink and Aave. Yeah, I think we can see in the interoperability sector, we know Layer Zero as one of the players is getting a lot of the technology and the traction.
Mm.
As CCIP is another one. Chainlink, they are legend building in infrastructure. And then there is another player that is a bit under them, I think, the Wormhole. I don't know if you remember that one. They are doing
Wormhole.
also, yes, they are doing cross-chain also stuff,
Yeah,
but
but
the,
wait, I remember. Yeah, I think they got hacked. Hacked, like right?
they
Oh,
got
please,
hacked.
please. I can be wrong. Please.
I don't
Let's
know.
check
I
it.
don't know. Ian. Many REITs have problems, so the security is a big concern regarding cross-chain infrastructure. Technology is very important.
Mm.
So, but the thing is that, okay, we are watching this cross-chain technology reaching some levels where we never thought, like 3 years ago. It's getting easier, just swap between one blockchain to another. It's just getting better and better. So that's
Yeah,
at the end what
personally,
matters.
I think. Yeah, I'm not sure. I have some different opinions from builders, from protocol devs, and stuff like that. I think CCIP is not that cheap. It's pretty expensive to call on the chain. That's one thing. I support layer 0 deep side the basically the problems I faced during the last months, because I like their approach, and they are just more modern. They are just more builder mindset, in my opinion. So the whole aura around them makes more sense for me to lead this direction. And Chainlink is how long in the space? Like really long, and
Forever.
you always hear this. They have thousands of employees, and you always think, okay, why? And then the token is basically, it's like glue. It's glued on this never-ending accumulation range, or whatever we want to call it. So yeah, Chainlink is cool. I think they are the leaders, but I think Layer 0 is outperforming them in productive on-chain cross-bridging, and this is what for me is important, and not this corpo shit. You have contract with bank B and bank A, and they, this retail, real market, open market. If you dominate that, I think you lead the race, and I think layer 0 is good, on a good trajectory.
I agree
We are
with
not in a
you.
fun section. Sorry.
No, no, that is true. Layer 0 is on the top right now, I think. And
Yeah,
then Chainlink CCIP system, they get an approach more connecting with the bank system, the traditional finance system,
I think
in a
security
more,
measurement is a bit stronger and better. Security is better. Yeah, but
hmm, yes, but there is always competition. Like always, there
yeah.
is not only one standard so far. We need to see. Do you remember about the Aave is getting real traction after this situation that you remember with KelpDAO talking about bridge security? This
Yeah,
KelpDAO situation, do you remember this situation about possible bad debt happening into Aave, and then all the DeFi community reacting in a positive way, depositing funds into Aave protocol? And
yeah.
that
The
looks like
BTC of the
last
landing
year.
protocols.
Yeah, that looks like very far away right now. Like everything is settled to normal,
Yeah,
and
crazy.
what we are watching is big whales depositing money, like biggest stuff, 490 million of USDT into Aave B3 core market. So yes, sad days are back. We look like in a totally different scenario, uh, totally different from 3 months ago.
Yeah, yeah. Actions speak more than words. So the way it's coming back, I mean, it was not a code flaw or hack in a sense of something code also. It was basically an economic flaw. I think it was also a human thing and not code thing. I mean, you could do your research about everything connected to the asset you whitelist, basically, like how is it issued, how is the breaching done, and also about the issuance or the minting process and redeem process of this asset. Basically, everything what's important. what we learned in the last 3-4 years on a hard way. So yeah, it was a fault by every party involved, but I think seeing the community and all the projects coming out, you can call it the BTC of lending, the BTC of DeFi, probably, also in some way, because we are all aligned that this thing needs to survive, basically, you know, and the same with BTC. I would guess everyone would throw, like, if you ask the crowd, you need to choose BTC or ETH. One needs to die, and you know, and I would say everyone would choose BTC probably because of yeah, the proven track record and everything. So yeah, and Aave is in the same area narrative-wise, in my opinion. So yeah, it's cool. Aave needs to survive.
Yeah,
Aave will win.
Aave will survive for sure, I think. And in terms of the importance in DeFi, I think is everybody knows that
Yeah.
the credit part of DeFi, a big important chunk will be Aave for the future. And I think many people think like that because it already showed that it can survive these stress periods in a very good situation.
Yeah, and it was just one. I think okay, maybe there are more some stuff you can criticize about Aave and whatever, but this was basically a one-time event. Let's talk about all the other protocols. They had some stuff happening, you know, and Aave is like, bad, you know. But yeah, it was a big thing. But yeah, it's years ago. It seems everything is fine. Everything is cool.
Yeah, let's move on. And I'm gonna let you, Captain, talk about this new because it's talking about base, and I know you know better than me about this ecosystem
Yeah,
and what.
absolutely.
Yeah, so you go ahead.
Yeah, it's cool news basically. Jesse, the lead of the base app and some other base infrastructure apps and infrastructures stuff deployments. Basically, he was I would say inventor of this creator coin craze, or this bet from base, or the bet on these networks. Basically, the new meme coins, you could say. For me, it was always a bit weird because it happened parallel to Solana meme cycle, but a bit afterwards. And for me, it was like, okay, it's just something in a different theme or color, but he wants to replicate what worked already, I would say. And the community was, I think there was not a single time I remember during these shillings from Jesse, these creator coins and stuff, Zora and so on. Nobody liked it, and I think it's not fair to say the community knows how to run a business, but their feedback was not only from these loud, noisy people. It was from devs, it was from community leads, it was from moderators and admins and stuff like that. So. But again, I think Jesse is a really strong persona, and this you need a lot of balls to come out and say, I was wrong. I think he was not really wrong. I think he was too early. I think there will be a huge creator economy, and I think he was not wrong. I think he was too early. So, but the big news here is Kobe. Hopefully everybody knows who it is, who Kobe is. He's, I would say, the last remain prominent star we have, godlike status one without drama, big drama, without jail time, without big rucks. So Kobe got paid 400 million or so for his podcast up only. I'm still not sure. Yeah, it's 375 million for this Echo thing, and also this 3 or 4 episodes of this up only show or whatever. I don't even know if they really happened, but anyway. And he's now the lead. He's basically the new Jesse, and yeah, to be honest, for me, it's bullish as hell, but I have the feeling the new crowd, the Solana crowd, doesn't even know who he is. And it could be a problem. Like, he's an OG, like, he is probably billionaire and he started with zero. I mean, that's the story. Hopefully it's true. Never met your stars, you know the term, but I believe in it. I still believe in him. So yeah, he's leading base basically now. He's CTOing base. I think fucking bullish in my opinion. So every meme out there should think about some strategy to get his attention, or devs and businesses on base. So it's get his attention.
Yeah, Kobe is a legend, and I'm sure he has a lot of attention on X, and is one of these accounts everybody follows, and it has a lot of impact in rest of the big names in the crypto. So let's see. I think that remembers about this social media with crypto. That remembers what you said also, like these prediction markets. They some mention in some of the podcasts this, like, okay, some of the first trials in prediction markets, they didn't succeed, and then Polymarket came from years later, and they found this product market fit.
Yes,
And
good example. Really good example.
And I think something very similar can happen here for social media interconnected with crypto or blockchain. That so far we didn't see nothing that is really with users and finding this product market fit. But who knows? Maybe later we can see any of these applications getting some traction and some numbers. Because if we are good in one thing in crypto is to find a better system of alignment and better system for payments. Probably if there is some payments in social media and
it's
stuff like
only
that.
one side of the medal. The other side, we are also good at building useless shit, which is going up and then tremendously down.
It's, but you don't need a token. Probably you don't need a token for a social media application. That's a big one in there.
But yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. I think it could be the same. And AI and deepfake and everything fake, and probably the AI communities and AI communities. What the fuck? Meme communities and creator communities are the new tennis club on Sunday meetings, or like table tennis club, or playing chess, these communities, and then you come together online. It's a different generation. Like the TikTok generation is probably not doing some bowling stuff on Saturday night, They met at Fortnite or Roblox, and I think the blockchain layer, basically the confirmation layer or proven layer, where you could add a component to prove you're human.
Maybe there's still so many things to change in terms of abstraction, in terms of technologies that is not put together. Everything, I feel like that. So yeah, that's the last news we have here for market briefing. Let's jump into your favorite section about foods. The main topic for this week about food is in Cap money. There is a lot of discussion next talking about the situation. It was some point systems in the initial statements of Cap money. And as you know, with these point systems, they can go into pendulum and they separate the yield and the TP tokens. So people were buying the option of getting this airdrop on Cap. And okay, what happens at the end is that they came with a statement that they reduce this airdrop that is happening to the users that supported cap money with liquidity. And yeah, a lot of community, they don't like this change of the point system and the airdrop situation. So it was a lot of community members, they showed that they are not happy with it. And yeah, I don't know if you want to comment about what happens with that. There is some statements here from communities, from the founder of Cap Money.
Yeah,
As well.
always two sides to the story, right? The basically the founding company side and the operating side from the team or the project, and the community with expectations you never can met with a point system or an airdrop. I think there are two things. I saw tweets from posts, comments, opinions, public from really big accounts I respect as well. Two of them I would call them good indicators and people I can learn from. They had a weird take on it, like, you made me lost money because I could have earned XYZ percentage APR on that platform, and you told me I get XYZ on your platform. And I think that's going a bit too far. So, okay, if you make promises, like if you put 100K in liquidity in mint stuff X and put it in Y, and the promise is 10%. So, you know, a real promise, you can sue him for that. That kind of promise. Then, okay, it's your fault and you made him lost money. Probably true. But if it's a point system we have in crypto, like for years, and this overhyped stuff, I think it's always a kind of suicidal move if you don't do it in an overhyped market situation where everything you give away trash basically is going parabolic because it didn't pump yet. So, but yeah, I think in this case, I think the team lied in a podcast, or maybe not lied, or said something factual incorrect. Like there were mistakes done by a wallet I control thing, like this weird meme quote we have since this incident a couple of months or years ago. But yeah, I'm not that deep into it, but I think the founder has also some history. Yeah. Don't want to FUD too much. So, yeah. But not looking good.
That is not looking good, and community is not happy. And yeah, this is the problem of these point systems. We see not only here, but in different occasions already. Like they start with some expectations. People, if you want to participate in this system, don't do it only because the points.
Yeah.
Don't expect much about these point systems. Just a cherry on top. If you are happy with the yields you are getting and the risk you are taking, do it by that, not because the points. And then if everything goes well and you are a user of one of these protocols that end up doing well, you will get some extra rewards by that. But so far, yeah, I mean, it can go to these poor situations like we are watching right now. And it's also, it will affect your credibility for the future. And yeah, I don't know. That's something to consider as well.
I totally agree.
Let's move because there is another hack happened during last week. Ostium Vault exploited for 18 million in Arbitrum blockchain. That's Ostium is mainly on the perp exchange sector. And I don't know, it was some, if you are technical, you can read into the post-mortem what happened exactly, how this was done.
I just need to mention one fact. I think they searched for a person exactly responsible for the thing which broke. So pretty weird. But yeah, it's sad to see. I think 18 million.
18 million is looks like the right number.
Mm.
So it's not a small amount. It's well, some of these incidents that we are monitoring constantly, and yeah, it's something to learn as more time passes. And I don't know if you remember, we were talking like, okay, it's gonna be more hacks because AI is getting better and better, but I don't think this is happening right now. We are not watching a huge amount of money getting stolen because the Fable stuff, or I don't know. Um, as time passes, you are proving your system is secure, and everybody have access to these tools in a very cheap manner right now. But interesting to see that, yeah, protocols are still getting incidents of security. So yeah, something to consider as well. Let's jump into the next one. We have one news that is interesting. 1inch is one of the aggregators, one of the biggest aggregators out there. One of the co-founder says that he was fired and is starting some new adventure with another startup or whatever. So this is surprising. Even if you are co-founder of one of these protocols, you can be in this situation where maybe the other founder is not aligned with your vision or whatever happens. And in this case, it looks like it ended up in a bad situation. This is Anton Bukov we are talking about, and yeah, he's sharing this news that he's no longer working or like I don't know involved in 1inch. Yeah, it's I don't know something interesting to see that happens also in normal companies, not in crypto companies only. But yeah, it's one of the news that we can see this week.
Yeah, it feels not. Something happened. Something happened. I think it's one of our OG teams. I remember him pitching 1inch on a couple of podcasts and explaining why 1inch and his passion and why he founded it and so on. So yeah, sad to see, but to be honest, how long were they a team now or built together? Like 6 years, 7 years. So
I think it's 6 years, something
yeah,
like that.
6 years. I think they founded in 2019. So yeah, 6-7 years already. So yeah, I think it's natural if you want to make something exciting again, or something new. But it feels like something happened. Like they fired him, and it happened months ago, and now they go public with it. I don't know. It seems a bit. Also, I can confirm this tweet from Sergey. Sure. But anyway.
Yes, it looks like it happens in November last
Yeah,
year.
right. Yeah, right.
And is going to light right now. So I don't know. This is probably some personal stuff we don't know that is affecting these decisions. So yeah, this is why it's in the food section. We end up with the food. Let's go back to the positive some vibes. And yeah, let's go into one of the favorite sections. It's about Charmander technical analysis. So let's jump into it.
Come on, Charmander. Welcome to the group. Char!
Hey guys, happy Friday. Quick market update for this week's Onchain Ca H. Over the past few weeks, I've been focusing on two important structural areas. Ethereum around $1,600 weekly support, and Frax inside the 22 cents to 26 cents balance range. This week, both markets are showing signs of moving from defense into testing resistance. Starting with Ethereum, a few weeks ago, I highlighted $1,600 as a major weekly support level. The market reached that area, found buyers, and has now started moving higher. Currently, Ethereum is approaching the next important resistance area around $2,000. However, structurally, this is still a recovery attempt. Price has reacted from support, but the key question remains: can buyers continue building momentum and reclaim higher levels? A reaction from support is the first step. A structural recovery requires follow-through. On the flip side, the market continues to respect the 22 cents to 26 cents balance range I identified several weeks ago. Over the past week, price has tested the upper boundary multiple times. The market is now trading near 26 cents, which is the top of the current range. At this point, there is no confirmed breakout, and there is also no signs of losing this range. So structure remains unchanged. The key level to watch is simple: a successful reclaim and hold above 26 cents would open the possibility towards 28 cents. Failure here or simply means continued consolidation inside the current range. The important thing is how the market behaves at important levels. Ethereum is testing recovery after defending weekly support. FRAX is testing the upper boundary of its balance area. Both markets are now at decision points. I'll continue watching how the structure evolves, and see you next week.
Thank you, Charmander. Nothing big to add here. He's the guy with technical analysis. Every week brings good quality information, and as you can see, these important levels, some of them they are respecting pretty much like magic, touching in the case of Frax token 0.26 multiple times, and I don't know, yeah, very good analysis that we have straight away from Charmander.
Yeah, agree. Thanks, Charmander.
And yeah, let's jump into our next section about DeFi Yield Radar. Each summer, stablecoin summer continues, and we have Bueno Pues is back here in the section with some stablecoin farmings. We can see here straight from the website, this one I never seen before, the frxUSD with SUSD AT. I am not sure this, I remember properly, this was one of the strategy coins or kind of a stable coin.
It has also some weird name, but or long USD name, but SUSD AT, yeah, probably. Maybe we're looking dumb not knowing this, but honestly, saw it the first time probably.
I don't know, never seen that one before, so we need to investigate it because this APR is a bit suspicious. I don't know.
How much TVL? How much TVL is it?
I am not sure. We can check later on the
Yeah.
StableDrop website. But yeah, as then we can recognize some of the tech keepers that are more trustworthy. We can see the last one here, and also the Trinity one, MSUSD. Some pretty much everything that is over 10% is quite very good APR in the stablecoin farming. You can be very happy if you are getting to these levels. So yeah, of
Definitely.
course,
Yeah.
you need to be aware of some risk, some diversification when you are doing stablecoins farming. But these are pretty good opportunities right now. You can see on the StakeDAO website. Let me jump into the website. The frxUSD Morpho lending strategy also paying very good right now, over 10%, 11.67. The USD3 from Jane, also 13 point something. So yeah, you can see, you can scroll here and see better opportunities than uh, many of the. Oh, this is the one we were watching, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
FUD with
SUSDAT. Yeah, this is right. Okay.
and
Maybe that's
TVL very low. TVL
yeah,
very low.
but if the parent asset like the SUSDAT is safe, if it's safe, maybe you can check at Faros also. Why
Yeah,
not?
but it's giving right now negative APR in here.
Okay. Okay. I see. Okay,
So
why?
trading fees, I don't know, this should be a mistake because you cannot get negative by trading fees. So
No, right, but maybe you're on StakeDAO? Yeah, right, you're on StakeDAO.
mhm. Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway,
Maybe there is a problem of calculation here. Just double check because we never see that one before. And
just opening a support ticket at StakeDAO.
yes. But anyways, just your usual yield farming opportunities that we bring you every week. And let's get it done here. And let's jump into our next section about Frax ecosystem news. And we have Son Kelly, our communications guys in Frax partnerships and communications. He's jumping into some comments and bringing some interesting news if you are following Frax. In this case, is talking about tokenized stocks, road to FI. And we have Sean Kelly jumping into the comments telling that he should keep an eye on Frax Finance. We are cooking something here for the next month. So yeah, August is a month where we are going to be something related with tokenized stocks and Frax Finance. We don't know everything, but this is how we can know from this tweet from Sean Kelly. Interesting stuff, as if you follow us, we always talk that all these real world asset stuff, they need an important leg of settlement, and this we think is going to be some stable coins that they can be exchanged to have dollars at the end in the bank accounts or in the stablecoin wallets and this stuff. So yeah, very bullish, and we will see what's the full disclosure of this in the coming months. Let's go into some other news about Frax. Here we have Sam Kasimian that is in some of these news about one of the most influential leaders for stablecoins. So congrats to Sam. He's totally a big reference for me in talking about the stablecoins. So it's also recognition not only by Fractors or Frax maximalists, but also the rest of the crypto space recognize that as well. Yes. So
The chief,
more stuff.
the chief got recognized.
The chief got recognition. Totally
Yeah.
agree. Another new, we know frxUSD position into FX pairs in curve, but in this case we have in base IDREX is another place where there is FX exchange. And in this case, another stablecoin pair with the digital Canadian dollar. The liquidity is there in IDREX for the base blockchain. So yeah, more stable coins that are not United States dollars are choosing frxUSD as their pair with the dollar. So that's something to keep an eye on, FX volumes and this kind of stuff. And we keep adding new stable coins to the Frax pairs.
We are early, basically, but if you partner with every non-USD issuer out there from the get-go, it's pretty obvious where the story ends. Frax will be a huge player in FX trading on-chain. Nothing to add.
Yeah, still very early this market, but you need to position right now if you want to be in the next DeFi businesses of the future. Then we have YamLend V2 that we speak already. It's not the launch right now. They started in Optimism blockchain with the launch of YamLend, but right now they are announcing that it's coming to the main blockchain Ethereum. So we highlighted this how this mechanics works with soft liquidations. You can deposit your pure LPs as collateral and borrow some stable coins against it. So in my opinion, this is bringing a new layer of efficiency into CDP models. And I find it very interesting from the point of the layer of efficiency in DeFi and having productive collaterals working for you at the same time, getting credit and expansion of money into the crypto DeFi world.
Yeah, and up only collateral is pretty nice.
Yes, that's a very interesting concept. And yeah, let's follow what's gonna happen if they will expand to more blockchains and stuff like that, and how the growth of YamLend V2 keep behaving in the coming months. Then, as you know, the Frax team is releasing a bi-weekly report every 2 weeks. You can have in news.frax.com, you get a report with everything that happens during these 2 weeks. You can find things like the announcements that they do on X, governance proposals. If you have some interest, go through all these news. Also, the new integrations and partnerships. And also, very important, if you want to seek some alpha, you can find in these bi-weekly reports some technology they are working, any updates on their repos, and what they are working in these weeks. So something you should know if you are invested into Frax is these big weekly reports that you can follow for the last news and the last updates. And yep, this is pretty much all the things we have for a Frax ecosystem. And yeah, let's move into the last section about Alpha Call. let's jump into the alpha. This is more than 1 hour that we are in the streaming, so I think it's gonna be not too long. This week we have a pure interface to show the alpha. We were talking about this Canadian stablecoin in IDREX, but we found out that there is also a pool on Curve. The TVL is not very high, 2075K, and it was deployed like something like 1 week ago, something like that, maybe a bit more. On day 9 of July, the first transaction happened. And yeah, this was still not very popular out there, but this is on Ethereum blockchain, and yeah, something to keep an eye.
Yeah.
FX pools on Curve.
It's crazy to think about. I mean, I know we are far over an hour yet, and I need to go as well, but no excuses here. If we need longer, we need longer. So what's crazy, I think FX is fucking crazy big market. It's fucking huge in the coming years. It's already in TradFi huge. So it's a fucking strong narrative to bake or to invest in a leading future leading FX issuer. FX, I would say, infrastructure provider with your money layer for FX trading. So yeah, it's still confusing for me, but AI is stealing the show probably. So yeah, FX is fucking huge, guys.
FX market, we mentioned that many times, is a big opportunity, and we will see how this get resolved in terms of what technologies. We have FX pools innovation by Curve, that they know pretty much a lot about AMM, how they function, and how to do stablecoin trading. That's a protocol that knows this deeply is Curve. So I think they know something about it. And then to finish the alpha section, we can watch here in YAML the V2 versions that are deployed. We can see a part of Optimism. There are some markets already deployed on Ethereum. One is with frxUSD as collateral, and then borrow CRB USD. Maybe you remember that from the last week, one of the opportunities we shared was very similar to this one in the V1 version of YAML. And this is still no TVL into these isolated markets, but just to show you that they are already deployed into Ethereum blockchain. We can monitor how it evolves and what is the utilization of these isolating pools in the future. But yeah, there is some alpha here as well, and hopefully we can start to see more deployments like LP from peg keeper pools, stuff like that.
It will. If we come back, I think the whole market will come back and the liquidity will come back, and we will be surprised.
Mm-hmm. So this is everything for this week on Onchain Ca H. If you are here and you stay the full episode, consider joining our Discord. You can go into the X account of FraxForce and you will find Discord link in there. And yeah, very happy to be here reviewing the news, what happens during the week into the crypto stablecoins, DeFi markets. And yeah, I leave you the mic, Captain, to finish the episode.
Yeah, not much to add, to be honest. So I think it's a waiting period, builders period still. So just educate yourself. People back from AI to crypto maybe in the coming weeks and months. I think with the Genius Act activated and stuff, yeah, the Clarity Act is still impending, but Genius Act is most important for the stablecoins. And I think it's wise to come back to crypto in the next coming months. So that's
was some rumors like it was another draft of the Clarity Act coming today.
Yeah, today, like next week they talk again, but yesterday it was like, okay, next year or not this year, but next week there is a next hearing. Like, maybe it's fake news, I'm not sure. I didn't want to share that.
Yeah. This I never know because it's a procedure about how they push legislation in United States that I'm not very let's say I don't know how the process works, so I don't know if it's true rumors or so. Yeah, we just want to get it done. So please, Loomis, done. Get it done, please.
Yeah, get it done. With the meme coin was get it done, we get it done. Let's get it done.
Anyways, yeah, let's finish this episode and see you in the next one, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Go Spain.
Let's go.